Hello and welcome in. I am MissKinghorn and we are back here in The Sims for the very first time in 2025. If you're watching this, obviously, as I am releasing it. If not, hello from the past. So, talking of 2025, I got into the game and I was like, what do I do? What do I build? It feels like it's one of those weird kind of things where we're kind of done with our Christmas builds. We kind of don't really want to do too many wintry kind of builds. So I was like, I don't know what to do. Do I do like a family home? I've done and I was kind of going round and round and round in circles and then not recording anything. It was one of those where I have so many ideas, so many plans, and yet I do none of them. So I basically gave myself like 5 minutes, find a lot, find a build, and then find something to actually like style-wise what I can do. Anyway, I thought nice, quick, simple, easy little build for today. We will jump into an apartment. So we are doing the 17 Culpepper House, which is in the Spice District of San Myshuno. So we're going to go back to our kind of apartments. I feel like these are really nice when I don't really have an idea of what to do. I kind of just, very simple little quick little ones. And they're quite easy to make as well if I'm running low on time. Which, yeah, because I spent 3 hours sitting here going, what to do? Anyway, the idea for this one is kind of a single guy who's just got divorced and he's kind of left the family home, and this is kind of like his first apartment as like a middle-aged kind of man on his own. Not necessarily with that much money, because obviously maybe he's got a family to support, and that's kind of what I had in my head, that he has a family but they've separated and it's just him, and he's kind of a bit down on his luck. And so yeah, I wanted a little bit of a rough kind of apartment that's not maybe so polished and so sort of clean, that's kind of what I had in my mind when I did this. So it's for a single guy sim, which I don't feel like I build a great deal for, I have to be honest. But I also know you guys loved the bad apartments I did a couple of months ago now, and so I kind of wanted to do something very similar to that in terms of like the kind of style of it. So I've kind of taken a little bit of that, kind of mixed it in with a little bit of San Myshuno, and yeah, this is kind of the result. So let me know what you think down in the comments. Do you like this kind of style? It's very different to my sort of normal polished, older, clean kind of builds. It's not necessarily something I'm too comfortable with, I have to be fair. I feel like it's something that I can do, but it's not my go-to sort of style. So I feel like it's okay here and there, but yeah. Anyway, I am full on waffling here, and we have already done the kitchen dining room. So I wanted quite a nice space in, well, I say quite a nice space, quite a big space in there. So when I was working on the floor plan, I knew this was going to be a 1-bedroom. All of the apartments that come with San Myshuno and City Living are huge. They are way too big for being like a cheap kind of apartment. Like for a small 1-bedroom, they could literally be like half this size and it could work. So I kind of was like, I have so much space, what do I do with it? And I felt like a nice big sort of kitchen dining room in there would really work. It doesn't have any kind of like natural lighting in there as well, so I felt like that's somewhere that you would normally have like a light on to cook anyway, so that you can sort of see what you're doing. So I felt like that was a better place in there. And then obviously the little bathroom coming off of that. This is a very kind of rundown, simple, mismatched kind of apartment where maybe he's picking pieces up from the flea market, or not necessarily dumpster diving, but he's picking up other people's kind of rubbish that they've got a new sofa and they've thrown the old one out on the curb, and he's come along and just picked it up and thought that would work in the apartment. That's kind of the mindset and the idea that I had for this place. Let me know if I have accomplished it, and yeah, so as you can tell, it is mismatched, but I think it really works as being mismatched, and it kind of all comes together. And there wasn't, I think because it was such a quick and easy build to do, normally in my mind I'm like, this doesn't work, this doesn't look great, I need to change this, I can't do this doesn't work. There was none of that with this one. I just kind of threw myself into it, and normally for my builds they were like 4, possibly like 5 hours. I've even done some that are like 8-9 hours long. This one, I think I did it in under 2. So it is a small apartment, but also, this is me we're talking about. I tend to go OTT with some of my things. So I have play tested this. There is counter space that is free. They can sit in all of the sofas, they can get to bed, they can do all of the necessary bits and pieces. The one issue I may have, and I'm just saying as I play tested this, you are going to see me putting a few bits of exercise equipment. I thought that maybe he's kind of going through like a midlife crisis, maybe like the divorce has kind of spurred him on to do something a little bit different, and so he's kind of wanting to work out a little bit more. And you can sort of see I've put the kind of fake dumbbells over the other side, and I kind of wanted to kind of get in, like he wants to change, he's maybe trying to be a little bit more body positive, I guess we can probably say, and getting in a few bits and pieces, and here with this big kind of boxing thing that I'm not sure is going to fully work, but that I think is the only thing in here. Having said, I fully play tested, I forgot that. Shocker, what this is me we're talking about. I always tend to forget something when I'm playtesting this. But we have jumped over into the bedroom in here, again using a lot of the mismatched kind of places, and also I've used a few different kits that I wouldn't normally use in here, but I thought that they actually really worked. So you have the new one, which name has escaped me. Okay, it was the Cozy Kitsch. For some reason, the name of it just kind of went out of my head. But anyway, I paused on recording this voiceover and we found it. So yeah, I've used a few bits and pieces from there, and I think that it kind of works in that kind of mismatched, there's nothing that really matches kind of style, and I think I can get away with it in here, and I'll let you be the judge of how well it all kind of fits together. There are quite a few items from different packs and different areas kind of using different things, but I think together it comes together and it works, which is something I think is always a good thing. I know sometimes especially when I'm building something and I'm like, oh yeah, this all works, and then you come out later and go, yeah, no, this doesn't not work at all. And you can actually see here I am changing everything because I'm about to make the bedroom slightly smaller and the living space kind of that tad bigger. It was simply that this bedroom feels really big, and I think if this was like a 2-bedroom apartment or something, it would be a little bit easier because it would be smaller, you would have more rooms. But because I wanted to go for a single sim in here, it just felt way too big. And it kind of goes back to what I was saying earlier, that the apartments from City Living are huge, and yeah, we need some like really small kind of micro apartments. Like we need like half this size in here, because you can easily kind of get it all in, but it gives you that sort of creativity to kind of test yourself a little bit more, whereas I think the bigger apartments kind of give you the option to go big. But yeah, I want small, So that's one of the things that I think I would like for this year, is maybe another like apartment world, or something where we could make these slightly smaller in some way. I don't know if it's possible, but yeah, I think that's probably one of the wish lists for this year, is a kind of a small, maybe Tokyo inspired kind of city, kind of lots of neon lights, very kind of ultra modern, but like really compact and really small in terms of like its size, but what it actually will give, I think, would be quite a nice big options and different possibilities, and it'd be something completely different that we've not had so far. At least that's what I'm thinking. Let me know in the comments what you want to see in 2025, and yeah, let's see what this year has in store. Obviously, we have got the 25th anniversary of The Sims coming out as well. Who knows what that will bring. I am hoping for a big update, but this is The Sims we're talking about. I feel like I have to caution myself when I say that, like, oh yeah, I can really do a big update, but this is The Sims. I'm sure they have something planned. What that will be, I do not know, but we are very, very quickly coming to the end of this video, so I will leave you with the screenshots. But if you have enjoyed it, then please give a big thumbs up, and you can subscribe to my channel. It would mean so very, very much to me. And yeah, you can always download this from the gallery. The ID for that will be the 17 Club Place. It will also be down in the description of this video as well, and you can check out the entire playlists as well on my channel. But for now, I will see you all in the next one. Bye everyone!